Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, if you had heard the last episode, then you probably, you already know what I'm going to be talking about. The woman that sued her parents because they gave birth to her. And the fact that she had won the case. No, we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk on that because I just want to overall say, to any kids out there, it's like, if your parents never did anything, and even if they did, if they didn't give you the life that you wanted, you gotta do something with your life. They're not required to do anything with your life. And my thing is this, I feel like with my parents, they gave me a good life. They helped me out when I needed help. They were there for me and stuff. And, the thing is if there was anything missing, from the, family life that we were supposed to have, now I'm like, okay, then I'll make up for it when I have my own family. Or, it's just something where it's like, I guess it wasn't meant to happen. But I don't think I have it in me to take my parents, the people that birthed me, okay? And so, no, her reason was because it was an unwanted birth. She didn't want to be born into this world. And it's like, fam, how do you know that? When you didn't think of that until now, until in this day and age where, the generation, we just come up with, dumb things to support, or just to overall talk about. But I guarantee and I promise you, if it wasn't for the internet, if it wasn't for, I feel like, if it wasn't for mental illnesses and all that stuff, and we were just normal, just day-to-day people, she wouldn't have taken her parents to court and sued them because they gave birth to her. And so here's the crazy thing. So she took her parents to court, sued them, won the case. And so now the parents had to pay her $5,000 a month. But then they appealed it, and I guess their appeal was granted, and I don't think they have to pay her any more money anymore, because it's like, fam, you're an adult, you are an adult, and she's over there talking online saying oh well, I don't know, I don't have no work experience, I don't know I'm like, fam, you're on social media, right? You're on social media. I would imagine that of the money that you can make through social media. No, she would rather just build a hatred towards her name. And it's like, fam, why? Why did you think that would be a good idea to take your parents to court and sue them because they gave birth to you? Okay, so what? My thing is this. Let's say if she were to change up who she is, she's no longer this toxic person on the internet, she decides to go out and have a family, how you gonna feel when your kids take you to court and sue you because they didn't want to be born into this world? It's like, fam, nobody has control. My thing is this, if it has anything to do with what's going on in the world right now, it's like nobody has control over what's going on in the world. Nobody. It's like the world just got screwed up. We just got to deal with it. And I don't personally think it's our parents' fault. If they wanted to give birth to a kid, then it's then they obviously thought that they can take care of a kid. If they can't, then that's on them. But if they can, it's like, fam, my thing is this, talking to that girl, you're alive, okay? You're alive. You are well. You come off as you may be a smart person. I don't know what you just did to your parents. You might not be all that smart, but you come off as a smart person, and the thing is even if you're not, you still can do something with your life that doesn't involve your parents having to suffer. Your parents should be, just living life. Now that they just ain't got no kids to worry about, whatever, they should be living life. They should be chilling. But you're out here doing some stuff like that and just adding more stress to their life. And it's like, fam, if your parents were to leave this world today, right now, she gonna be all like, oh my God, I wish I would have taken back the things. Because she's gonna 100% feel bad for what she put them through. 100%. I want to believe that the girl is joking. I honestly, truly don't want to believe that she was being dead serious. I truly want to believe that she was joking. But if she's not, and that's how she's carrying on in life, Like, fam, if your parents don't talk to you, this is why. Look at how you're acting. And then you're expecting, then the crazy thing is like she's probably expecting good things to happen to her, and it's like it's not. When you're screwing up other people's life, good things ain't gonna happen to you. 100%. So it's like it's stuff like that where it's like, fam, I don't know. I don't know about that girl. Something wrong with her, but no, I was sitting down thinking, I'm like, what would happen if I were to do that to my parents? You know, like, I feel like that it wouldn't. I already know for a fact my mom's going to jump me in the courtroom. Like, my dad, he probably going to get some hits in too, but my mom for sure, she's going to definitely jump me in that courtroom. My mom got character. Like, no, it's like, my thing is like, and it's something where I'm like, I look at that and I'm like, it would have to be for a joke. Like, I couldn't be dead serious and do something. Like, I don't know. Like, my thing is like, you know, do you blame the parents for raising her like that? Because it makes you think, like, what the parents doing in life, what they got going on. Because if my thing is like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to think that, you know, and it could have been the internet, but at the same time, I'm like, what if the parents are like that? What if they're like, oh, they're expecting things to be handed to them, and then this is just payback? Like, if that's the case, then I'm like, you know, then you can't really be too mad at the girl and stuff. I mean, it's a crazy story, but like, if the parents are like that, then, you know, then the parents deserve it. But if not, and they're just, you know, some good old-fashioned people chilling and things, and they haven't done nothing to nobody, and they raised this girl right and gave her a house, clothes, food, you know, everything that a person needs in life, and then she still takes them to court and sues them for $5,000 a month. I'm like, no, that girl crazy. But no, I'm sitting down thinking, I'm like, you know, if I were to do that to my parents, I know for a fact that they would never talk to me again. I know that for a fact. I feel like that there's things in this world that you just don't do, and one of them is taking your parents to court. Like, if you can't settle that stuff, like, cause I know that there'll probably be people out there that will say, so there's nothing in this world, that will give you a reason to take your parents to court. And I'm like, I'm trying to think, like, even if they were to break something of mine, take something of mine, whatever it is, I'm gonna be upset, I'm gonna be angry, but I just don't think I have it in me to take them to court. I'm like, nah, it's just, I don't have it in me. I just, like, you know, it's, my thing is this, like, despite anything my parents may do to me, I got respect for them. I would like to hope and think that they have that same amount of respect for me, but I got respect for them. I can't do that to them. It's just, you know, they're my parents. They raised me. So, anyways, I just got too much respect and love for them where I'm like, I can't do no stuff like that. But, you know, I'm trying to think, what could be a reason they would take me to court? You know, but you hear of that. Like, I hear of that at times, though, where it's like a parent takes the kid to court, the kid takes the parent to court. It's usually a Judge Judy episode or something, but I'm saying, I'm like, I don't want to go through all of that. And I think if it were to happen to me, where if I were to have kids and they were to take me to court and sue me, you know, to give them $5,000 a month, I really would, like, if I'm still doing content creating stuff, I'm putting my kids on blast. I'm 100% putting my kids on blast if they do some stuff like that. So I would like to hope and think they would hear this episode and be all like, hey, you know what? No, let's not even do that to our dad. Like, I would like to hope and think, I'm like, you guys, if content creating goes off really good, like, I'm making millions, I'm like, trust me, you gonna be having like some good Christmases, good birthdays, the clothes, shoes, cars, whatever you want. But if you still take me to court and sue me over some dumb stuff talking about, oh, well, I didn't give consent on birthing me. Nobody does. That's usually how a birth works. I'm all like, you get born into this world and you survive. I'm like, and you survive at your best. I'm like, fam, I'm just saying, like, it's stuff like that where it's like, nah, bruh. Like, you can't, that's just crazy. That's just, I'm shocked. I'm kind of shocked by that one. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. You know, I'm probably going to do a video talking on this too on my commentary channel. And like, you know, if there's anything else that I can add to it or just, you know, just do a video version. But yeah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy that there's people out there that are like that where it's like, but you know, the thing is like, I just kind of wanted to talk on the generation real quick, you know, and just say how like, that's what we're doing to people. where you got them like their mind confused to where they think taking their parent to court and suing them because they didn't give consent to being born into the world. It's like, fam, I just feel like, yeah, this generation, we failed as a generation, to where it's like social media. I honestly do believe that she has seen some stuff like that on it. Well, maybe she didn't, because I think that this has to be the first of its kind for some stuff like that to even go down. But she probably seen something that inspired her thinking. And I'm like, and my thing is this, it's smart, it's creative thinking, but at the same time, it is so dumb to the point where it's like, bruh, how do you expect anybody to take you serious? Like, and the only people that'll take her serious is people that think that she did something good. And it's like, no, she didn't. She didn't do nothing good. There's nothing good that's gonna come out of that. Nothing whatsoever. So it's like, if there's people out there, and the crazy thing is, like, to now sit down thinking about it, she probably most likely does have supporters. She most likely has supporters. There's people out there that's probably like, you know what? I'm going to file court documents to sue my parents because I feel like that they owe me. And it's like, what? What do they owe you? They gave you life. Like, honestly, like, there's, like, the thing is this. I'm going to try to reason with, like, both sides, for the conclusion of this podcast episode. But as a parent, I'm pretty sure no parent would expect their kid to do no stuff like that. But as a parent, take care of your kids. Be there for your kids. Give them, like, a life that they can look back at and be all like, hey, you know what? I had a good life with my parents. Because, and, like, the thing is, like, tomorrow isn't promised. I mean, it's like, this could go for both parties and stuff, but tomorrow isn't promised. So instead of having, like, a toxic relationship and things, like, just be cool with one another, right? But that's something that you have to tell. I mean, there's parents out there that don't particularly, like, I get, like, if a parent abandoned their kid, the thing is this, like, I stand kind of correct on some of the things I said. Now, let's say if it's on some stuff where, like, I'm homeless, right, struggling, and I'm trying to find a job, can't find a job, trying to just overall just make some ends meet, right, and my parents are living this lavish life, right? They're freaking billionaires, just living this lavish life, doing everything possible. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to do stuff. I'm trying to do something with my life, and I can't because I'm struggling. The thing is this. If they were to do that, they were like, oh, well, we didn't want a kid in the first place, so we're just going to abandon you. Leave me off in the street somewhere to where I got to fend for myself. Like, nah, like, on some stuff like that, I probably would take them to court. I most likely would. Because I'm like, nah, something like that don't sit right with me, where it's like, because, no, you'll hear stories. I remember I read, it was a relationship advice thing, I think. Or it might just been regular advice. I don't know. But anyways, I don't know. But I remember reading this story on Reddit where the mom gave birth to the kid and then she just left. She just disappeared, to where then the dad had to, like, take care of the kid and stuff. And I'm like, on some stuff like that, that's messed up. No kid deserves to be abandoned and stuff. But I'm like, yeah, if you do abandon your kid and then they turn around and sue you, it's like, fam, you brought that on yourself. You 100% brought that on yourself, so you can't be mad at anybody. It's like, you should have taken care of your kid. But it's like, if you ain't going to take care of your kid, and then you think that you just going to get away with that? Nah, that's not going to happen. I'm going to just say that right now. Definitely that ain't going to happen. Because if that had been me, and my parents were like these rich billionaire, millionaire, whatever, and I'm out and about struggling, fighting for my life out in the streets because I'm homeless, sleeping out in the cold in some tent, and they ain't tried to do nothing. And I'm like, bro, it ain't like I'm, my thing is this, like, it could be whatever. But I'm like, if you don't do nothing to try to help your kids out, it's like, I understand, you get to a point in time where it's like, okay, well, they're an adult, so they gotta, they just gotta live their own life and things. I 100% understand that. But my thing is this, if I was a parent, I'm gonna definitely make sure of it that my kid grows up to be independent. But I'm not going to leave them out high and dry when they turn 18, 20, whatever age, if my thing is this, all right, if I would have a kid right now, so like what, like 20, so like 20 years from now, I'll be in my 40s, they be in their 20s, 2060s, and they in their 40s, I would still be trying to make sure of it that they're good and they straight in life. I'm not gonna put them in a situation where they're gonna struggle. I couldn't do that to them and stuff. So, but now, anyways, now, talking on the kid's perspective and things, you shouldn't be relying on your parent at, a older age and stuff. Like, you should start, my thing is this, you should start, like, or stop relying on them at a young age to just kind of mentally prepare yourself for being an adult. Because my thing is this, once the girl, she did say that in the video where it was like she doesn't have no work experience. And it's like, fam, there's jobs out there where it's like, entry, I think that's what they call them, entry level jobs, where you don't need no work experience. They just literally tell you what to do and you just do it and you get paid. Fam, go out and get one of those jobs. But my thing is this, and that's just to talk to all kids out there. And you can tell that this girl, she's not made not $1 in her life. Not one. Her money was given to her by her parents, and it looked like, the crazy thing is that she looked like she was in a car. And so I'm like, fam, you're in a car where you can either do Uber Eats, DoorDash. I'm saying, and then you have like you have a phone, you have social media, be a social media influencer. But the thing is this, when you make your first dollar, I'm saying, like, of course, like, you ain't just gonna have a dollar just randomly handed to you at a job. But, like, when you make that first dollar, when you put in that work to get that first dollar deposited in your checking account, fam, when you make that first dollar, you're never going to look at you're never going to look at your parents for money again. Never. Unless you were really struggling. But the thing is this, if you do things the right way, you don't have to worry about struggling. And I'm like, my thing is this, I feel like I'm doing things the right way. Because I'm like, I can't remember the last time I asked my parents for money. I don't. I'm trying to think. The last time I think I might have asked my parents for money, it was like right before I had started working in downtown Seattle. So like 2015. But I was like, or was it 2016? It might have been like, it was 2015, 2016. And I was like, that was the last time I remember I had remotely asked my parents for any form of money. Now they just give me money, it's like a like birthday or Christmas or something, like a gift card or just something. But other than that, it's like they don't, I don't ask them for money. Because I'm like, I make my own money. I'm working, being a content creator. Saying it's like, there's so many things out there that you can do where you can make money. You shouldn't have to be relying on your parents at an older age for them to be giving you money and stuff. And if you're forcing them to, by doing some dumb stuff to where you're taking them to court, guarantee and I promise you nothing good is going to happen to you. So, anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.